Today, a special festival is kicking off in an American city with a strong Canadian connection. Little Canada, Minnesota hosts an annual Canadian Days festival. It's 3 days of summer fun and celebration, all to celebrate the city's strong Canadian heritage. Joining me now is Rick Montour. He is a Little Canada City Council member. Thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate it.
Good morning and greetings from Little Canada, Minnesota.
Could you please give us a little bit of a history lesson? Why is the city called Little Canada?
Well, Little Canada was founded by a gentleman by the name of Benjamin Jarvis, who was a French Canadian. He brought a group of French Canadians actually from the Winnipeg area, and they settled in close to the St. Paul, Minnesota, where the state capital is now. And then in the summertime, they would travel out to the lakes and the countries, and they loved it so much that they actually developed a township called New Canada Township back in the 1800s. In 1974, we actually became a city, the city of Little Canada. We're actually very proud of our Canadian heritage, and many French Canadian names still exist in our city.
Well, that's a wonderful story, but tell me, this Canadian Days Festival, what's on the agenda, Rick?
Well, it's probably, I would call it the greatest community festival in the state of Minnesota. We are very proud of it. It's actually put together by a group of volunteers, the Little Canada Days Canadian Committee. There's a number of activities. Starts today with our corn feed, our volleyball tournaments, kitten ball tournaments, and then tonight we'll have a street dance. And also we have a number of food vendors and business exhibitors that'll be in attendance throughout the weekend. Tomorrow we have the bingo for the seniors. So there's some events for all ages. And of course, tomorrow night we'll have the big fireworks display. Sunday we'll have the big Grand Day parade.
And Rick, does the town have an appetite for poutine?
I would tell you, no.
No, Rick,
but
come on, man.
Just to let you know, we were just fortunate enough in our area. We got one of Canada's largest coffee shops opened in our area. So we have our own Tim Hortons here in close to Little Canada. Okay,
you got a Tim's. I'm going to walk back my outrage, and we're going to continue on with the conversation. You've got more than you've got a number of Canadian connections in that city too. I'm looking at your shirt, and I see a maple leaf and something within the maple leaf.
Right, we have it's the fleur-de-lis, and with and our city flag has the maple leaf and the fleur-de-lis, City of Little Canada. So if you go to our website, to littlecanadamn.org, you'll see our water tower also has the maple leaf and the fleur-de-lis. Just a little bit of our sister, we also have a sister city. Little Canada is located about 6 hours from Thunder Bay, and we're about 8 hours from Winnipeg.
Oh, wow.
But we're a sister city with Thunder Bay. So this weekend, we'll probably have a group of 40 to 50 residents and folks from Thunder Bay that'll come down and partake in our festivities. Thunder Bay will send down the McGillivray Pipe Band to participate in our parade. So we're pretty excited about it. They've been, McGillivray Pipe Band's been coming from Thunder Bay since 1976. So that last year was our 40th year of celebrating Canadian Day.
That is fantastic. Now, official Canada-U.S. government relations have been rocky lately. So I got to wonder, what are the residents' takes on your city's Canadian connection? Are you feeling a struggle, a push and a pull? How do you feel about that history, that legacy, that connection?
Well, in Little Canada, we're a pretty small community. We're only 10,000 folks, I guess. If some people could think that's large or small, but I would say for the most part, the Canadian Days Festival, is probably a homecoming get-together. We try to keep politics out of it as much as we can, but understanding the relationships, Little Canada kind of keeps to itself.
Rick, I want to thank you so much for sharing this with us. It's been a real delight to talk to you. I'm going to come down there sometime, and I'm going to convince you that poutine
You're gonna bring the poutine?
I'm going to bring the poutine. I'm going to show you how to make proper Montreal hot dogs as well, because there's an art to it.
We would need that. When some of us little Canadians travel to the Greater Toronto area, technically we're going south. So we can always say we're going south to Canada.
That's awesome. Hey, Rick, thank you so much, and enjoy the festivities.
All right, thanks for having me.